Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking. It means a lot to you guys. Keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And I know I'm a little late to the game, but I would like to put out my personal boot list, as I feel like after extensively covering the first few episodes of the season, I have a pretty good idea of how the rest of the season will go. And I think that just like last season, the pre-merge will be pretty easy to guess, as last season I was able to guess both the fact that Voce and Xander would be at the bottom of their tribes, and the fact that Shannon Ricard would be the only two UA members at the merge correctly. For reference, I'm recording and releasing this video directly after the airing of episode 2, so I do know that Jackson, Zach, and Mario go out in the first 3 spots. So this boot order will be from 15th place to 1st. And in episode 3, I see the Vati tribe losing, as they have been getting content building up to a boot, with the 3 pairs being established in the first episode and being reinforced in the second episode. They usually establish competing alliances and swing votes on a tribe when that tribe is going to tribal soon, or at least within the next few episodes. So I see this as a good time for them to go. And as we saw in episode 2, Mike has no vote due to the Beware advantage, and Daniel, upon finding out about this, seems to want to eliminate this Beware advantage, at least on his tribe, and which would usually spell danger for Mike. But because of the activation layer of the advantage, Daniel brought up the seemingly more effective idea to get Mike to not activate the idol, since Daniel wants to work with Mike, but wants the idol to be completely gone, as he thinks that it's not really good for his game. For this reason, I see Daniel's pair, being Daniel and Chanel, teaming up with Mike's pair, being Mike and Jenny, to form a 3-2 majority on this tribe, since Mike does not have a vote, leaving them to choose whether or not to vote out High or Lydia, and the two having about an equal amount of physical ability, leaving me to think that the more strategically threatening player in High will get the boot in 15th place. Next, I actually see Vati losing again, and at this point, I see Daniel trying to get the vote onto the easy target in Lydia, and trying to carry out his risky plan of keeping the Beware advantage from being activated, while still keeping his ally Mike in the game, while Chanel just would probably want to vote out Mike in order to guarantee the demise of the 3-way idol, as she isn't as close with Mike as Daniel is, and is becoming threatened by the relationship between Mike and her number 1 ally in Daniel. I think that she'll be able to pull in Jenny by telling Jenny about how Mike blabbed to Daniel about the advantage, hopefully making Jenny feel like Mike is closer with Daniel than he is with her. I also see her pulling in Lydia, as if Lydia doesn't join her, then Lydia is simply the boot, so she has absolutely no choice but to join in with Chanel. And with those 3 female votes going at Mike, and 1 vote from Daniel going at Lydia, and Mike not voting, I think we will see Mike go home in 14th place. Sad to see him go, but I think that's, in my personal opinion, what's going to happen. And then I see Ika going to tribal one more time to cap off the pre-merge, unless Taku tribe tries to throw a challenge. And coming in, I think there's 3 possible outcomes. I think that number 1, everybody sticks together and votes out the easy target in Tori. 2, Drea and Tori probably pull in Romeo as a swing vote and take out the ringleader of the power duo on the tribe, being Roxroy. Or 3, Swati and Tori blindside Drea for her over-aggressiveness, like they were planning to in episode 2. And my guess is that we will see Swati and Tori holding off on the Drea blind side, instead of opting to get out the ringleader and tribal nuisance in Roxroy while they still can. Merge time. Now for the merge, I'm assuming that there's no hourglass twist, and we'll be doing my boot list under the impression that this will be the case. For the merge boot, I think we're getting an easy Drea boot, with the Taku and Vati tribes having more chill vibes about them, and therefore leading me to believe that they'll vibe more with each other than the Ika tribe. Not to mention that Tori and Swati will probably be okay with Drea going, as Drea has already been a target of theirs at this point for a while. I think that the 11th place boot will be, as it usually is, a much more complicated boot, with the boot probably falling on a Vati member, as the Ika tribe just lost a member and therefore are less threatening, and because the Taku tribe seemingly is much more loyal than any other tribe at the merge right now. And I think that the biggest threat from the Vati tribe is Daniel, and therefore I think that this will be his spot to go. I think that in the 10th and 9th boots, or at least the 10th and 9th place boots, they'll probably be done in the same episode, whether that's a double episode or a split merge kind of thing, kind of like what they did at the merge of Fiji and last season at 10. I believe it was at 10, maybe 11. I think that they're going to do one of these. Now, for the sake of predictability, I'm going to assume that this is a double boot, since a split merge is so hard to predict. And I think that we'll see an easy Lydia boot at 10th place, as Lydia lacks the connections on her own tribe to gain knowledge of an incoming blindside before it's too late. But leading up to the 9th boot, I think we'll see a shift in power from the Taku tribe, as the remaining Vati and Ika members realize that the Taku tribe is both still fully intact and also tightly knit. And I think that they'll see this as their last chance to have a full majority over the Taku tribe, and will probably strike Lindsay, who will not see it coming, and will go out with her idol, because again, at this point, Hai and Drea are gone, making Lindsay's idol a full idol, and so she will have the opportunity to play it, but will not see it coming, or maybe she'll think that they'll go after Omar or Marianne or Jonathan. At this point, with 8 people left, we'll see the do or die twist return, where Omar will feel unsafe and will risk it at the challenge, going out first and forcing himself into the 3 doors game, in which he'll probably lose, sending him home. I think at 7, we'll see Jonathan lose immunity at the wrong time and be sent home. I think at 6, we'll see a very complicated vote where Tori and Swati pull over Chanel and Romeo and take out Marianne, who is a big jury threat to win the game with her great attitude and bubbly personality. Finale time. Okay, so we're left with Tori, Swati, Romeo, Chanel, and Jenny. Now, where I think we'll see is probably Romeo sticking with his original tribe, although it would be interesting if Romeo flipped over to the 2 Vatis in Jenny and Chanel. But I personally think that he's more likely to stick with his original tribe, because if he betrays Tori and Swati, he loses their jury votes. And at this point, I feel like Romeo goes with Tori and Swati and votes out Chanel at 5. At 4, I think Tori will win immunity and take Jenny to the end, who she thinks she can beat, putting Romeo and Swati in a fire-making challenge where Swati wins and moves on to the final 3. And at this point, I think it's not even really close. I think that Swati has a great edit, and also is already playing the best game so far in real time right now as I'm recording this, but will probably also play the best game overall. And so I think Swati will win in a 6-2-0 vote, where Swati gets 6 votes, Jenny gets 2 votes, and then I'd say maybe Tori gets 0. But again, it's iffy there. Obviously, this is all speculation. It's probably all wrong, but I'm just trying to go based off of how I'm feeling, also the edit, and also the game, and kind of mixing those 3 motivators together to make a boot list. So if you're watching this later in the season or after it's over, let me know how wrong I was, or maybe I just guessed the entire boot list right. And again, I know no spoilers. I know nothing. This is all guess. If you're watching this shortly after it drop, let me know who your winner pick is. As I always say, none of this happens without you guys. Without you guys, I'm just a weird guy speaking into a weird microphone. So if that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.